Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Carol Tichie. Karibu. Hey. It's way too early. It's like 7 o'clock in Nairobi. And since you're in quarantine, you're self-quarantine, I decided let me just wake up so early and do this video. This is the only time I can get this place quiet, because by 8, 9, this place is chaos. There's a lot of noise. If you can hear the cock crow, it's that early. Alright, so today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation, 2-in-1 foundation, which is a foundation and a concealer. Now you guys, you've seen this foundation a lot. Pretty much throughout all my makeup videos, this is the foundation that I'm using. I've used it for a long time. It's almost a year now, and this foundation review is long overdue, so let's get into it. Okay guys, let's get into the claims of the foundation. Now it claims to cover thoroughly with a lightweight feel. It gives you this natural flawless look that lasts all day, for all over, and you can use it like all over, for all over or spot conceal, and it's fragrance free and allergy tested. Well, I have used this foundation for a long time to know like if it's a yes or a no, but I'll give you my thoughts at the end of the video, so let's just get into it. This foundation costed me 6,700. Yes, 6,700. I bought it from Linton's. Okay, hold up, let me go get the receipts. Yes. Alright guys, I'm back. Here is the box that it came in. Here is the packaging for the Clinique, and here is the receipt. So let's confirm the price. The Beyond Perfecting was 5,250. Sorry. Yeah, so it's 5,250. I was confusing it with another serum that I bought. I'll tell you that in my skincare video. All right, so that's that. So we have confirmed the price. I had made a mistake in my previous video. If you want to see my foundation swatch video, you can click here and go check it out, but let's continue with this video. So that's the price, and you can find the same foundation is $29.50 at Ulta. So if you have an Ulta near you, you can go. Here in Kenya we don't have an Ulta. We just have stores that carries these foundations, and they're not at that price. They're definitely hiked up, but yeah, so that's an option. If you have somebody who's flying in and out of the country, you can send them this foundation if you want to, after you've finished watching this review. So the foundation comes in 40 shades, and guess what I am the second to the last shade, which is kind of depressing in this time where we have a lot of shades from Fenty. But yeah, this shade is second to last. Can you believe it? Now my shade is Clove. That's the shade that I got, and I have a little story of my visit to Linton's. I'll tell you guys a little bit later. So it's my shade Clove, and then another shade, and then the last one, which is Truffle. I'm like, and then between my shade and the second last, there's a huge jump, and then between the second last and the last, it's a huge jump. So I feel like they could have had a whole other category for the dark deep. I know, like, I'm the first shade in dark deep, so, or the last shade in medium deep. Yeah, medium deep or deep. So yeah, that's that. You've seen the packaging. The packaging is glass. It's a really heavy duty glass because it has fallen down and it did break. I was like, when it fell down, I was like, what? So yeah, it fell down, but it didn't break. And it does have a doe foot applicator, which I don't like it. I have to be honest, I don't like the doe foot applicator. I don't like it doing this. It does like it sips out, so you really have to keep it like this. If you keep it like this, you might end up find a lot of foundation on everything else, like in your makeup bag. So yeah, that's something to look out for. So when it comes to its application, now I wouldn't say it's like I wouldn't say it's heavy, and I wouldn't say it's light. It's not watery, it's not heavy, it's somewhere in between. So the reason why I prefer a pump is because it's way more sanitary in terms of like putting it on your face, dipping it back in, putting it on your face. That's a lot of like bacteria transfer. Now you can see, I feel like this foundation was a little bit golden. But okay, let's go to the story. When I went to Linton's, initially I wasn't going to get the Clinique, I was going to get Estee Lauder. They even sat me on that car machine and did the machine test to find out my shade. So they put it on my cheeks, they put it here underneath my chin, and they put it on my forehead. So I was like, underneath my chin, okay. Anyway, oh, I just got foundation all over me. So now, okay, we'll just have to live with with it. Okay, that's that. I'm not even going anywhere. See, you are self-quarantined. So I just realized I haven't worn a primer. Now I've tested it out with both primers, like a mattifying primer and a hydrating primer, and I feel like it works best with a mattifying primer in terms of longevity. So when it comes to application, you can see I have taken my time to clean up everything and then come back to blend it out, and it hasn't dried down. So you know, this one doesn't dry down very fast, gives you time to work with it. But then again, that just tells you that this foundation, one, won't be matte, and second of all, let me get a mirror, and second of all, it won't stay in place. Since I've worn the foundation without anything, just moisturizer underneath, we're going to test it out like that today. But I've done that before with the other ones, and I know it works best with a mattifying primer. So if you don't have a primer, let's test it out like this. Now this foundation goes on golden, like you see right now. You feel like, whoo, that is not your shade. But once it settles into the skin and you do your whole routine, it kind of like just it settles well into your skin, and it doesn't look as golden. So, but it doesn't oxidize, it just doesn't look as golden as it initially goes onto your skin. That's a good thing. So yeah, that was a fast application, considering I gave it some time. So in terms of application, it doesn't give you a headache in terms of blending it out. So it's easy to work with, especially if you're a beginner. Some foundations dry out quickly, and that doesn't give you a lot of room to do this. You see, I'm usually going back and forth. It's just that I cut it out so that the video doesn't look so long, but I cut it out. I mean, I stop the camera and then I blend and blend and blend to the gods. Yeah. In terms of coverage, I feel like it's full coverage, because you can see my forehead is usually like a couple of shades darker than the rest of my body. My chin is doing way better, but you can see now it has evened it out. Like I didn't need to do any correcting to get that. So I feel like it's full coverage. It's a full coverage foundation. What I realized with this foundation when I used it a lot is that it's not compatible with other products, creamy products, yani a concealer. So I usually just go back anywhere that needs to be, like where you'd normally put a concealer, I just do another heavy coat of the foundation. I don't know if this would work as a spot concealer, because a spot concealer is one that you want it to be matte, so that when you're applying the foundation on top it doesn't move, but I feel like this one will move. So in terms of like it being a spot concealer, I don't see it working like that. So Clinique, you tried it. 40 shades, and the dark girls only get like 5 shades out of that. Yeah. My chest today is looking kind of red. Maybe it's the fact that the sun is not yet out. It's more of a cloudy day. Guys, I use natural lighting, so I'm usually affected with whether the sun is out or not. Sometimes you see my videos are kind of golden, too bright, and then sometimes you can see them, they're too dark. It all depends with whether the sun is out. So right now it's very cloudy, and so you can see like different shades. But once I get a ring light, artificial lighting is really good in terms of like consistency in what you're seeing. Sometimes natural lighting is the best in terms of like giving you ukweli wa mambo. Okay guys, so once I realized that this foundation is not drying down matte, it's semi-matte, maybe a velvet finish, looks more like a velvet finish, I ended up buying this MAC Studio Fix Plus. It's the Prep and Prime Fix Plus in matte, so that it can mattify my face. Because I'm like, this ain't it for an oily combination skin, girl. This ain't it. If you have any matte setting spray, you need to really shake it well before using it, otherwise you'll have white spots on your face. So make sure you just spray it well. And then I usually let it dry down a bit. Then I go over it again with my powder brush. Sometimes I spray my powder brush and swirl deep into the powder brush and then do that. That has actually been very effective in terms of like making sure that it goes really matte. If you can see. Guys, I'm back, and you can see the oils are definitely peeking through my nose, around my nose, my chin. Is in person, it's really crazy. You might not see it as being crazy right now, but it is 10 times worse. Yeah, so definitely doesn't control the oils. Let me try and powder it down, and then you see how. Let me stop foundation time. Okay guys, so I decided to change my top so that you can kind of see the foundation much better. I feel like the black kind of brings a lot of contrast. Overall, I feel like the foundation is a tad bit too golden for me, but I'm glad you guys never give me a hard time throughout my videos. Okay guys, so on to my final thoughts. Now, this foundation doesn't have or doesn't give you flashback. You see right now it's really dark and I'm using my DIY softbox lighting and you can't see any flashback. Normally with this kind of lighting you'd get flashback. But yeah, and that's because it doesn't contain any SPF, and guys, that makes it photograph so beautiful. Like, oh my god, you've seen my photos, some of them the lighting affects it, but it's just beautiful. Once it settles into your skin, it doesn't oxidize. That's another thing. It melts into your skin and it sets so well, which makes it ideal for photography. So if you end up buying this foundation and you're like, oh, I don't like it, just save it for when you're doing like photo shoots. You will love the outcome. But then again, now when it comes to the ingredients, I didn't see anything like wowing me. It does contain hyaluronic acid, which is kind of like in the middle of the ingredients list, which means it's not so much. Yet Clinique prides itself in having like makeup with skincare in mind, you know, foundation with skincare. That explains the price point. But in this case, I didn't see that much of like key ingredients that will help with skincare. But with that being said, I have never broken out. I've never broken out with this foundation. In the, I don't know how many months I've been wearing it exclusively, I have not gotten a breakout, which is amazing, guys, amazing. Now, when it comes to the cons, which to me it's major, it does transfer, and that is the only thing that makes me not want to purchase it again, because I don't want to, like, I can just do this and I'll leave a patch. You will see my skin, it will transfer to my hand, and I'm like, I don't want to walk around hugging somebody and I leave my face all over their clothes and all. Though I have been working with it, I've been very cautious, I haven't been touching my face, but you know, sometimes even your hair can just do this, and then when you pull it back, it has gone with the hair. So for me, that's a deal breaker. I don't think I'll purchase it again. I want a more matte foundation, one that sets in, doesn't move. And another thing is, the more I kept powdering my face throughout the day, the foundation kind of moved. Like, it's kind of like the brush is like taking the foundation away when I'm dabbing. And imagine I dab, but still it's like the foundation is moving. I can kind of peep my skin. So as in, for me, the just a con outweighs everything. So too bad I can't purchase, I can't repurchase it. But throughout the time that I was using it, I made it work. Let's just say I made it work. It's been long. Like right now, let me check right now, what time is it? 6:50. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to do more reviews because, you know, you guys have seen the other video, I have more foundations to review. Hopefully I'll get one that works for me. So that's it, guys. I hope you like this review. I'll do more and I'll catch you on the next one.